IFAW is concerned for the welfare of animals in crisis, whatever that crisis may be. And here in Tripoli, that crisis was a war.
Rockets and heavy artillery have been fired close to Colonel Muammar Gaddafi's Tripoli compound.
We are walking into Gaddafi's compound.
In Libya, rebels have taken over Muammar Gaddafi's Al-Azizia.
The Tripoli Zoo is located right next to the Gaddafi compound in the heart of Tripoli and was the centre of some of the fiercest fighting. The zoo was very lucky to escape with a small amount of damage. We've seen a hole in a roof caused by a shell. We've seen several windows broken by bullets. But on the whole, the zoo survived relatively intact. In a time of war, normal life stops. There are no markets, there are no banks open. Life as normal ceases to exist.
So when the war started in Tripoli, there is no food, everything is stopped. We just consume what we are stored here in the zoo.
And one of the big problems was the price of food rocketed. And availability of food in the market was very, very limited. IFAW was able to help with this.
The water, feeding, electricity especially, and you know, the weather and the hot temperature, about more than 40 degrees centigrade, and most of the drugs become expired, you know, so we feel a lot of problems, especially for the drugs.
So we were able to source medicines in Tunisia and get them driven over the border from Tunisia here to the zoo in Tripoli. The stress on the animals that are in the zoo must have been tremendous when the noise and the smoke and the noise of gunfire all around. For example, the hippos, which are a lot more scared of people, of loud noises, of any change.
They completely change her behavior, you know. Before, we touch him, it's very easy, you know, no problem, especially with the keeper. And after, during the war, I never touch him, he's nervous and running.
Another thing that happened is one of the tigers here became so stressed that he actually mutilated his own tail, and that tail had to be amputated. Gaddafi received a number of animals as gifts over time. He received white lions from Africa. A chimpanzee from the Congo. His sons were infatuated with lions, and lions are very attractive to people who lust for power, I think. They're big, powerful animals, and they are a symbol. And Gaddafi's sons actually owned personally lions, which they kept here at the zoo and used to come and visit on a regular basis. And these animals now are here in the protection of the zoo.
What's coming from the Gaddafi family is 9 lions for Saudi. And 2 tigers for Saif.
Also, Gaddafi had quite a large herd of camels, which he used to keep, and he liked to entertain foreign guests in a Bedouin-style tent with these camels as backdrop to make it like an authentic desert experience. Those camels now are here at the zoo.
And 1 horse and about 20 goats. That's the total of all the animals from the family are. And now it's belonging to the zoo, so nobody else.
It's always a certain amount of conflict when I come to a zoo. I strongly believe that wildlife belongs in the wild. And although we've been very pleased to support these animals through this time of crisis, it reinforces in me that the wild is where these animals belong. And when we do have animals in captivity, we have a huge duty of care to those animals in order to try and provide them with the best possible environment where they can exert their natural behaviour and can enjoy a good quality of life. And that's really quite difficult to do. The welfare that they provide in the zoo here is really remarkable because it's a struggle. It's very difficult to provide good welfare in these circumstances. And they've done a very good job. I hope that now that Libya is opened up to the outside world, they can do an even better one. During our visit here, we've been very pleased to learn that the transitional government is gradually taking control and resuming normal life here in Tripoli. And we really hope that by early in the new year, so January 2012, that normal management of the zoo will return and that IFAW will be able to then finish its mission here in Tripoli.